Alright, this is Path to Salvation, which is an entry into EscapeVille, which is the third challenge of the Hammer Cup 2022.
To finally reach you is an achievement, but for you to accept my reach, I am grateful of your acceptance. Salvation is what I can give you. Let me help you. To be caged, to be in someone else's grasp. What a disgusting form to have taken. No fear. We will rid you of your form and your torment. Still caged. Here, free yourself. Fire upon that device.
Wow. I'm really loving this concept.
Free of that cage. Good. But they still have you within their grasp. The train will soon stop. And only then can we move towards your freedom. Soon you shall escape.
Very cinematic, this entire thing. I think it's really interesting. Just wondering where it's going to go.
Make your way out of this train. Salvation is close.
Just gonna go around using activate on everything to see if it works, but probably not. So yeah, that's the most cinematic intro to a Ville map I think I've ever seen. Possibly. There was one from the last Ville I think I spoke about last map, which was I think it was Jack's Pain. Perhaps. Oh, I see. What were we firing at again? Yeah, it was that thing. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. Oh. So we have to move quite slowly here. which is going to be annoying, but it's all part of the immersive stalker experience. And I don't know if the voice inside, you know, is like the voice of the human that once was. You know, the stalker. I'm just very trigger happy with this laser. I just expected to be able to shoot everything. I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to do. I guess go through here. Okay, I guess my attention span is just... It is awful. I don't know. My patience isn't very good. That's a personal thing, I think. Ah. That was a good teaching mechanic. What it did there is it kind of showed us that we could just walk right through the shield, changing the rules. And you need to show that. You can't just assume that the player will know that, because I wouldn't have known that.
Find a way to open the hatch.
So that's one. Because it's blue. That's two. We can see it lighting up there. Now we need to find the third one. There it is. I'm hoping there's more than just firing upon these panels.
Make your way down.
It's just playing the same one over and over again, isn't it? The same loop.
Like yours cannot be saved. Neither can the form before this. It is best to forget it. Nothing there could salvage what is left of you. An empty, soulless husk of what once was. A tool to them, however. I'm sorry if this was not the outcome you had hoped for. But why continue as that?
Ouch. That's pretty dark stuff. In fact, that was darker than I thought it would be. Yeah, wow. Path to Salvation. I'll play through that one again and hopefully give some more thoughts on it. Alright, so this is the first opening cutscene, if that's what you want to call it, sequence. It's very atmospheric and very, very, very well done. Just the way it's been framed.
To finally reach you is an achievement. But for you to accept my reach, I am grateful of your acceptance. Salvation is what I can give you. Let me help you.
And of course I kind of discussed who I thought this voice was, if this was like some form of conscience. But the transition's really good to the train, and then the lights of the, that are bleeding through from the tunnel just makes it much better.
To be in someone else's grasp. What a disgusting form to have taken. No fear. We will rid you of your form and your torment. Still caged.
So this is a teaching mechanic. This is to teach you about the, basically they own the mechanic, game mechanic, which is firing the laser, which I think is very kind of unique. I mean, lasers aren't unique, but for Half-Life 2, custom levels and playing as a stalker, I'm sure it's been done before, but it's not done that often, and a story like this hasn't been set up like this before, I don't think, as far as I'm aware. I don't think I'm an expert, so maybe there has been, but this is the first time I've seen something like this. And my first idea on what was going to happen was I thought we would be going on a killing spree of the Combine.
Soon you shall escape.
I think I thought we were going to go and take revenge for turning us into a stalker or whatnot. I mean, it's very cinematic entry, and I think that's the main thing. If it had just been a cinematic thing, I think it would have been good enough. I'm not sure if that would even qualify as I'm not sure what the rules are. I'm not sure if you could do that. But I think if this had continued to be somewhat of a cinematic thing, it would have been alright.
You have arrived. Make your way out of this train. Salvation is close.
And I only say that because there isn't an awful lot past this. Obviously, it's a great extension, to do this, to be the stalker and to actually move around. It's a shame you can't get these guys and they don't notice you. That's just it's just a shame. But I like the placement of this thing is basically up high, front and center at least. As front and center, if you come through that, you can still see it. And you can see it if you come through that way. And I was a bit confused at how long you had to do this. but seems fine. I think it would probably be more disappointing if there wasn't any gameplay and it did this kind of whole thing as a movie. But it kind of feels like there isn't too much. It's a very quick map. It was 10-day challenge. I can see this being maybe grown into something bigger, but obviously we kind of know the twist or the ending. And the ending's quite, as I said, it was quite, I guess, shocking. And I guess that was the point. The point is to kind of get a reaction of, oh, you know. Or, you know, to make the player feel emotion of kind of hopelessness, you know, as a stalker. In the Half-Life universe, that is.
Make your way down.
And there's kind of a tell when we start moving quite slowly. I could tell something was going to happen because gravity didn't just kick in. And as I said, I think this is just the same loop happening over and over again. So it's quite amusing.
A form like yours cannot be saved. Neither can the form before this. It is best to forget it. Nothing there could salvage what is left of you. An empty, soulless husk of what once was. A toll to them, however.
And then this is the final cinematic sequence with the circle, which must represent something.
Was that? No. You shouldn't have to endure that.
And this is the whole it's better not to be a stalker than
Of this torment.
to be, both in real life and in the Half-Life universe, I think. Yeah. It's a very well done entry. Very, great kind of cinematography. Really atmospheric. It's a shame the gameplay was so short, but with such a short space of time in the Ville, it's understandable. It got the point across.